All right, listen up. Today's record-breaking KOSPI surge isn't just broad market euphoria. No, it's a targeted buy signal, a calculated strike pointing us directly at specific U.S. tech and defense stocks for tonight's session. Here's the number that's lighting up every single trading screen, plus 3.43%. You have to understand, the KOSPI didn't just climb, it absolutely smashed through the 4,400 level for the first time ever. So yeah, the market's euphoric, but that's surface level stuff. We're looking deeper. But when you look at this chart, the index itself is a distraction. The real story here isn't that it rallied, it's what was being bought inside of it. That's where the signal is. I'm tracking a massive 2.1 trillion won inflow of foreign capital. Now, this wasn't some gentle tide lifting all boats, okay? This was a precision strike, a targeted, tactical deployment of capital. All right, let's get tactical. We follow the money, because the flow of capital never lies. Let's see exactly where the real bets are being placed. And boom, this heat map tells you the entire story. See, this isn't a sea of green. It's a massive, concentrated injection of cash into one specific area. You see that giant green square? That's Samsung Electronics, up over 7%. The capital? It pretty much ignored everything else. So you might be wondering, where did this come from? Well, it wasn't random, not even close. This was a direct, almost violent reaction to last week's Micron earnings surprise that came out of the US. This is a classic case of supply chain confirmation. The target is high bandwidth memory, HBM. This stuff is the lifeblood of AI data centers. So when global smart money saw Micron's strength, they didn't just see a good report, they saw absolute confirmation of a global AI memory shortage. That signal flows directly down the supply chain to the world's biggest producers, Samsung and SK Hynix. What we're witnessing here is a textbook lead lag effect. It's pretty simple, right? The US reports strong numbers, that's the lead. Then, a few days later, the Korean supply chain explodes higher. That's the lag. This isn't hype, it's confirmation that the AI boom is real and it's profitable. And this is where it gets really interesting for us. This supply chain logic basically hands us a direct playbook for the US session tonight. The capital flow we're seeing is just a massive validation of the entire AI hardware thesis. But here's the thing, the smart money wasn't just betting on innovation, they were also hedging against instability. Take a look at this chart. The second major capital flow went directly into geopolitical tension. You see defense stocks like Hanwha surging nearly 7%, and nuclear plays like Dosan jumping over 10%. This is a two-pronged attack, one bet on a technological revolution, the other on global tension. So the crucial point is how we translate this powerful signal from Korea into a tactical plan for the US market open. This is where all the theory becomes an actual trade. Okay, here is our battle plan for the NASDAQ 100. The bulls are defending the 26,295 support line. That is their wall. If they hold it, our target is 26,500. But if we see a breach of that 25,190 trigger, the bears take control and the entire rally is at risk. So the bull case is simple. The momentum continues. We see follow-through in NVIDIA, Micron, and Lockheed Martin as the US market prices in the same logic. The bear case, though, the potential trap, well, that hinges entirely on one key piece of macro data that's coming out today. Let's move to the cheat sheet. This is your tactical checklist for the session ahead. This is our watch list for tonight. We're tracking NVIDIA and Micron to ride that AI hardware signal. For the defense play, we are watching Lockheed Martin and the broader ITA ETF. And for that sleeper nuclear energy theme, we're keeping a very close eye on URA. Now, here's the one thing that could wreck this entire trade. The ISM Manufacturing PMI. This is our key check on the health of the US economy. If this number comes in weak, the whole narrative will pivot instantly from AI supercycle to recession fears. And this beautiful KSP signal, it becomes a very dangerous bull trap. So this is the key question we need an answer to tonight. Is this rally sustainable? We'll know if we see the capital flow broaden out from just the memory chip makers to the equipment and networking stocks. You know, that would be the ultimate confirmation that this AI supercycle has real legs. Target acquired. See you at the open.